Hey guys, welcome back to Mustard Seed Living. I am Crystal. And so I mentioned, I believe it was on yesterday, that I am 8 weeks out from my scheduled contest. And so now I'm in serious competition mode, which means that I have to lean out. So I'm not having as many carbs. I am on a low carb meal plan. And so that means lots of fish in different forms. And my favorite kind of fish is salmon, and unfortunately that's not on the menu. So what is on the menu is typically whitefish or tuna. So tilapia, flounder, tuna, or what's the other one? I think cod. And so these are not my favorite, but I wanted to switch it up because I'm gonna be on this meal plan for at least a couple of weeks right now. And so I kind of have to make the best of it. So I decided to do something a little bit different. So before, when I was on the bikini plan, I was doing tuna just out of a can. If you've ever ate tuna right out of the can and it's dry, you can't even choke it down. It's kind of awful. Not kind of awful. It's very awful. So I decided to doctor it up and try to get it in a different form so that I would hopefully like it a little bit better. So I'm gonna show you guys what I am gonna do. Put a little concoction together. So the main concoction is, of course, the tuna. Can you guys see that? And that's just tuna in water. And so I'm allotted 4 ounces of this. And so it basically says once you drain the water out of the tuna that it is 4 ounces. So we're just gonna dump that right in. You guys can see that. Gonna dump that right in there. Wanna get it all out. All right. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is add in some vegan mayo. And so this is non-dairy, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little spoon. And so, by the way, this is 1 tablespoon of this vegan mayonnaise, has 70 calories and 8 from fat. So technically I'm not supposed to have a whole lot of this, but you know, it's hopefully won't work against me. So we're just gonna put a little bit. Look, see that? Just a little bit. And that's vegan mayo or vegan salad dressing. So we're gonna put a little bit of that in, right? Then we are going to add a little dab of dill relish, right? This is just like my mommy used to make. So a little bit of dill relish, and I don't wanna put that in there, the mayo in the dill relish. So a little bit of dill relish, see, there we go. And this has hardly any calories in it. It actually says 0 calories. Less than 1 carb, because basically it's just chopped up pickle, all right? And so I just put a little spoon of that in there, right? And then the next thing I did was chop up some celery and some pepper. And this is just orange pepper. I have a lot of peppers in the house. I put peppers in everything. Green pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper. I put it in my omelets. I use it in my salad. In just my leafy green salad or a spinach salad. So I'm just gonna dump all of that in. Gives it lots of texture and crunch. Doesn't have a whole lot of calories in there. The next thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of mustard, if you guys can see that. A little bit of mustard. Shake it up. A little bit of mustard, just squeeze it around in there, just like that, right? Then I have some pepper, little bit of pepper, not too much. It doesn't come out too well out of this big container, so I gotta shake it up a little bit. I don't like big chunks of onion that are raw, but I like the onion taste, so I'm just gonna put some onion powder in it. Just sprinkle a little bit. And then just a little bit of salt. Not too much, can you guys see that? A little bit of salt. And you want to basically do all of this to taste. If you like something more than the other thing, more than another ingredient, feel free to use more or less of that. So you see I got a big chunky piece in there. So I'm gonna just mix that around. Mix that around. I may need a little bit more mayo because I put a lot of celery. A lot of celery, maybe not, I don't know, let's see. A lot of celery. So I'm gonna put a little bit more mayo, just a tad, just a tad. I may be going over my limit here with mayo, but the whole goal is for it to not be dry. So let's see how that looks. You guys see that? So this is a pretty good low carb meal with the tuna. And to just kick this up a notch, I don't know if you guys have tried these, but my personal trainer, Anthony, told me about these. And I had tried them before and I was like, okay, these are absolutely disgusting, right? So I decided to try them again. They're called Egg Life. And so they're basically egg white wraps. They're egg white wraps. They have, if you guys can see that, 25 calories, 5 grams of protein, 0 carbs. Did you hear that? 0 carbs and 0 saturated fat. And so when I was younger, my mom would put boiled egg in her tuna. So I'm thinking, I probably can't go wrong with this. So I didn't like them by themselves when I had them, but I figured I was going to try it this time with the tuna since I'm accustomed to having boiled egg in my tuna, right? So we're gonna basically put this, in a skillet right here. You guys can see that. Put it in a skillet, and I already put my favorite in there, which is, you guessed it, I sprayed it with some Pam. Can you guys see that? So now I have my skillet on, and we're at about 7 minutes. Now, of course, you can make a double batch of this or a triple batch of this and have this for a few days. So you're not going through this step or this process every time you want to have some tuna. And so I'm just letting this heat up a little bit. And I'm gonna put it in here. Coat it on both sides with the Pam and just let it sit for a minute. Then I'm gonna bring my tuna over because as soon as I warm that up just a little bit on both sides, then I'm going to go ahead and put my tuna on there. And okay, nobody's eating this except for me, so I can try it and see what else it needs. Good texture. I feel like it could use a little bit more onion. So again, I didn't put real onion in there. It was just onion powder. So I'm gonna grab that. Yep, I'm gonna grab that, put a little bit more onion powder, and a little bit more pepper. Then mix that up again. My new favorite of things of putting in my food is actually cayenne pepper, and I didn't bring that over, so I may sprinkle a little cayenne pepper on top, gives it a little spice. So we're gonna taste this again, and this is so good. Now this again is only 4 ounces, so the rest of this is just veggies, right? So we have 4 ounces of tuna, some celery, some orange peppers. They're just like green peppers or red peppers or yellow peppers. And then this egg white wrap. That's good. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just got a little bit of brown on it. Now I'm gonna get my vegan cheese, right? And so it's non-dairy. This is for me and my daughter Reagan. Hi guys. And she's over there in the background doing homework. And so I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit here, not too much. Right?
Hi guys.
There's West money. So we're gonna let this warm up. I'm gonna get a plate down and put a paper towel on top of the plate because it's going to be a little hot. This is my last piece of paper towel. All right? You guys still with me? All right, so this is good. All right, we're gonna place it here, right? And if you guys can still see, I'm going to just put this right on top of the cheese. Can you guys see that? Put that right on top of the cheese. Now, technically, I'm supposed to be able to eat all this, but because I put so many veggies in there, I may be able to have some a little bit later for a midnight snack. Guys, see how good that looks. Can you, uh-oh, I knocked something over. Can you guys see how good that looks? It looks amazing. Amazing. So now, you're done with homework? Yep. And Reagan says she's done with homework. You want to say hi?
Hi guys.
Okay. And so now I'm going to try it. And so I have my egg white wraps, right? With my healthy tuna, 4 ounces that I'm not going to even eat the whole thing now because I put so much stuff in it. And then now, here comes the test.
Taste first.
Let's see.
Drum roll, please. 1 to 10.
It's so good.
1 to 10.
By the way, my kids hate fish. Otherwise, I would offer them some.
Boo.
Yeah, it's dead.
But they call it dead fish.
It's cat food.
Don't mess with that.
Tuna is cat food.
Oh, Weston said it's cat food.
Tuna
Anyway,
is cat food.
so
1
guys,
to 10. 1 to 10.
the 1 to 10 is definitely a 10.
Oh.
So, if you are, excuse me, chewing my mouth full. If you are on a low carb diet, looking for a way to doctor up some tuna, right? Tuna in a can, drain it. Vegan mayonnaise. Relish. Peppers and celery. Little bit of salt. Little bit of mustard. My peppers over there on the stove. Some onion powder. Mix it all together. Egg whites with a little vegan cheese. Baby, it is so good. Make you want to smack your mama. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to
subscribe and hit that bell.
And we will see you guys on the next
Mustard
Good
seed
see living.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. See you later.
Love you.